If that will have some sort of indication as to how this will go.
157 won't go. Martin Schindler on the European Tour the last couple of years has been consistently excellent. Not just the titles, but the standard.
96.
He can have another year like that. If so, you can certainly see him staying in that top 16.
56. Boris Krcmar,
Steady.
102.
This is what he averaged yesterday. Can he take out 102 in the first leg of the contest?
Soft tip players, they love a bullseye. Treble 14 was an option.
37.
Just can't help themselves, can they?
Treble 20 was an option as well.
Yeah,
it was a good marker for it. Double 5 to settle him down.
No score.
It's another drag to the left. We'll keep an eye on that.
This is where he hits the ball. Oh no, he misses it entirely again.
That could have been worse.
Could have been.
That gave us a really interesting insight into the shape of the stems that Boris is using. We'll get back to that. Let's see if Schindler can take tops now that he's back there.
Game show the Martin Schindler.
But it is really interesting these days, the equipment that dart players use. There's so many different types of stuff. But you don't see many people using stems that are not round.
97.
You know what, they hexagonal, octagonal?
Yeah, they look like they've got at least 6 sides. Look a bit more like the old Simon Whitlock points, which were not...
Allen keys.
Yeah, exactly.
140.
Now you can see in the stem department, they are not round.
81.
Will that make any practical difference? It doesn't feel like it should.
I'm sure there are engineers around the world saying that if the stems are round, like Shindy's and everybody else in the tournament,
58.
that the stem will travel through the air with less drag. We're talking about small margins. But obviously for Boris, they work pretty well.
140.
So many different types of stem these days. Schindler's going to use the 19s on 303. Not for long.
43.
I'm disappointed with a ton there. That was a lovely marker for a 140. Could be level after 2, when in fact he could be on the cusp of 2-0 up. We had 3 times on Saturdays in 2025 in Krcmar, winning only 1 game.
Well, what double do you want to leave, Boris?
Not even sure he knows. That's why I checked.
51.
Owen, referee on the mic for this first game. At first you're thinking, why is he going bull? But then it makes sense. Because Schindler's all the way back on 200. Pressure has been applied.
32.
More like it from Martin Schindler there. Boris seeing things that aren't there.
Game show the
Does find the double 16 to level up the game.
Game on.
You mentioned Martin has been in good form the last couple of years. It's not necessarily just the standard, like you said. It's what he's been doing consistently. I looked at 2025. Schindler played 13 Saturdays. He won 12. That's really good ranking money.
Yeah, it kind of like Joe Cullen back in the day. Turn up on the Saturday and just play well, win, and you're banking big chunks of money, and you do it week after week, and you work out the rankings. And a lot has been made about Martin Schindler not doing enough in the big TV tournaments, and yet he's the most successful German that there's ever been in PDC darts. He's got higher ranking than anybody ever before, even Clemenzo at a world semi-final, and it's because of that consistency. Averaging about 99 over 2 years on the Euro Tour.
Well, just to put it into some sort of perspective, I thought it'd be wise to compare him to someone who's going to be on the hockey in the next 30 minutes. Chris Dobie also played 13 Saturdays last year and won 5.
There you go. Not all about averages, it's about winning games, but they do tend to go hand in hand a lot of the time. It's a much better leg from Martin Schindler. So just sort of finding his feet here. Follow it and leave double 10.
120.
He's not taking it out, but this is worlds away from the Schindler the first two legs of this game.
$100. Martin required 20.
Boris couldn't believe that was not a 140 again.
Game
Didn't make any difference. Schindler does take the lead once again.
It's Boris to go first. Game on.
Well, I dare to say that to his face.
48.
I think that guy might be sitting at the back.
It's big talk from a man who's a good 100 feet away from him. There's that drag into the 5 segment again.
44.
It looked like he'd settled down in that last leg, but there's something going on with Martin Schindler. I don't know what it is. He went out early at the World Masters only because Luke Woodhouse pulled out a worldly of a performance against him.
Spending quite a lot of time setting the dart before he throws it.
96.
More than usual. I wonder if he's working on a feel aspect.
Cause and effect, is it? Is he doing that because he knows I need to throw this properly because I keep yanking them left, and then he's not doing the things which were automatic for him for so long. All right, that is taking a long old while to just get settled.
60.
A little bit better on darts 2 and 3, but the first one seems very deliberate. Could be something as simple as he's not into his stride this season yet. Might just take him a little bit of time. That's for Boris. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. He always seems to be sharp.
There we go.
125.
Gets another treble, but it's not enough to leave a finish.
That's the thing, isn't it? One bad dart can cost you a finish. Just like that.
130.
Make of that what you will. That's different. I've seen more people go for 25 on 57 this weekend than any European tour we've covered.
84.
Well,
Require 4.
Schindler wasn't on a finish. He can do what he wants, but this could go wrong.
Game
It doesn't, so Boris Krcmar does level up the game for a second time.
Game on.
And when we talk about board management, that's the sort of thing where a decision in your approach play, where you had the freedom to do whatever you wanted.
45.
Single 17 would have left tops, but he's gone for the 25 because he'd rather have double 16. But if there is, something goes not quite right, you could end up losing the leg, stuck on double 2, double 1.
But we are talking about a guy that back in 2020 in Nienenhausen was playing Michael Smith and he had 70 left. He went double 17, double 18.
Very soft hit behaviour. Most of those sort of rough edges have been knocked off Boris Krcmar in his time on the tour. Not that he is a tour card holder anymore, of course.
Kind of feels like he still is. I get the feeling he's going to get through a lot of those Eastern European qualifiers this year.
I think so, and he's starting to produce some decent stuff in this game. He's dragged his average up into the 90s. Martin Schindler still languishing in the low 80s.
There was also a change of walk-on music for Martin, and he has changed it a little bit over the last couple of years. And I know that he got a lot of motivation from the lyrics of certain walk-ons he's used. I think he's doing the same with the new one. He might be working on something mentally.
Possibly. Bit of Linkin Park. Martin Schindler entering his new metal era. Boris casting that one to the ground. Another dart in the 5 for Schindler.
83.
It's not every dart, but it does seem to be a problem he's got here.
A lot more than usual. Double 18.
Game show on the 5th.
Zero wrong with
Boris
that.
Krcmar.
Beautiful shot from the Croatian.
Boris to go first.
Made one last
Game.
16 last year. He'd like to do the same in the very first event. And he'd like to do it in this part of Europe as well. You get the feeling he'd be comfortable in places like Poland, Slovakia, which we will visit in June, and Budapest. You never know, one day we might even go to Croatia.
Yeah, potentially.
125.
He knows about this 5 thing. If you look at Martin through this game, every time he hits it, there's a little reaction.
100.
Just keeps on happening. Look, if you're doing, say you're up there and this is happening, the same thing keeps happening on a regular basis every leg. What do you do then, Paul, to try and address it?
Change your aim point. Because you have, when you're playing well, everything is natural. But if you find a tendency is creeping into your game, you have to recognize it, and then you have to figure out how to move with it until you can fix it for the long term. So if your natural aim point is the center of the 60, change it to the top corner on the right side. So you can give yourself that little bit of room to pull it and still get the 60. That's what archers do.
Well, look, he had a brilliant leg in leg 3. Boris just juggles that one. This is an excellent leg from Schindler. Ooh, you lucky boy. Very nearly busting his score, but he gets to double 16.
96.
Well, first and foremost, what was he doing? Because he's a tops guy. There's loads of changes happening in the Schindler game. There could have been a big change there.
91.
However, Schindler chose the bottom left corner.
Game shown the
Finds double 8.
Martin Schindler.
It's a curious game. Schindler's had a couple of very, very good legs. But it's no go in Price here this weekend. A late withdrawal, as was Michael van Gogh, and both of them ill, apparently.
Both of them former winners in Poland at the World Series. That leaves only Mr. Littler, who could possibly do the Polish double.
There you have it. Real slow start to the game. Looked like Schindler settled, but then those problems resurfaced. He's found another good leg there. It's 3 apiece, and it's a difficult game to call, this.
96.
Yeah, this is not the game I expected. But if you were going to back someone right now, you'd probably go for Boris. He's averaging 93, his doubles are at 60%. It's pretty good. There's just a lot of erratic stuff coming from the German number 1.
Really, really positive. And it really was a feature when he had that horrible performance in the opening Pro Tour, where he's averaging the 60s. It was just 5 after 5 after 5.
And you know you're at the darts when you see an inflatable ghetto blaster.
85.
And there's another 5. If it wasn't on his mind this morning, it is now.
Absolutely.
55.
One thing's for sure as well, Boris will know, after all of the games he's played in his career all around the world, he's more astute than he gives away.
60.
He'll know that he's played Schindler 3 times and lost 3 times. He will not want to lose again.
And it's one of those situations, a lot of players will say, don't watch your opponent, because all it's going to do is distract you from your game. If your opponent keeps on making these same mistakes, that's a real confidence boost.
Absolutely.
Pay attention.
Yeah. I've played Martin on the European Tour. He did not play very well. I was ecstatic. I thought,
great viewing.
I wanted the best possible Martin Schindler that night.
97.
And he didn't turn up, and I won the game, and I thought, great.
32.
That's exactly what Krcmar will be thinking right now. Apart from the fact he's missed the 25 in Bull.
.32.
Knocks the 32 off.
58.
Don't anticipate this going. He's not going to.
58.
100 plays 100.
Require 100.
All square in more ways than one. Tops for Boris.
That
didn't last long.
Boris Krcmar.
Well, he's certainly not scoring as well as he did yesterday against Ryan Joyce. but the finishing's been pretty good from Boris Krcmar. That's the biggest check out of the game. He's 4 out of 6 on the doubles.
134.
Yeah, Boris is not the kind of guy who sets goals at the start of a season. I don't think he thinks too far ahead, which is a big strength for a dart player, as long as somebody's taking care of the logistics and things like that. A lot of people expected him to get through Q School. He did not. But now that he's not a tour card holder, it's all about Eastern European qualifiers. He can play a lot of second-level stuff, and he can play some soft tip as well. As long as he gets his diary right, he's got a lot of options.
And it will be interesting as that one is rejected from the board. Seemed to catch a chunk of the white, which is some going on the modern boards.
I love as well at the end of 2025 that Boris qualified for pretty much everything that he was eligible for, and then he had a choice. So he qualified for Lakeside. No, I'll not bother with that one. I'll go to Super Darts in Japan. And I'll qualify for Ali Pali as well. It's just how he operates.
Nice to have options. And Martin Schindler's options are dwindling. Is that a perspective thing? Because that bit of bread looks about 4 times the size of that woman. 127. Not going to go for Boris.
World's biggest garlic bread.
99.
And if Krcmar is going to taste a double 14, Schindler is in trouble.
140.
Losing only his second Saturday game on the European Tour in a year. And the doubling from Boris has been supreme. 5 hits from 7.
Yeah, and we've got a 2-leg gap opened up for the first time in this match. Martin Schindler, who has struggled to put 3 good visits together in this game, now must win 3 consecutive legs. He's got 4 180s. He's hammering Krcmar in that count, but there's been so much dodgy stuff in between all that.
Yeah, sometimes the stat sheet is very misleading. 180s are great, but there are things that can be very good
59.
that you don't necessarily look at. Things like 125s and very good 96s. It's the things like the 45s you want to forget.
Well, look, 4 180s to Boris's 1, but he has had twice the number of treble-less visits. And they stack up.
I would love to know how many darts he's thrown in this game and how many 5s have happened when he's been going for 20s.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary number for Martin Schindler, a player who is renowned for his score. I mean, he's averaging 90. It's not awful. This isn't like that first day of the Pro Tour, but there is something there.
Which means there's something to work on. Right now, he's just trying to survive.
117. Boris require 167.
Boris can win it with this. He could win it with this. Needed that treble 19.
99.
You may want to hit this, Martin, because he's not missed a double in a while. And if you do miss 3 darts here, he's going to get a dart at double. Looks like curtains.
No score.
And Boris can't wait to throw.
To beat Schindler for the... What are you doing, Boris? Oh, my word! This is unbelievable from Boris Krcmar. He is determined to go double-double. He is, and it has not worked out.
20.
We did warn you.
I really thought that sort of soft hit behaviour had been knocked out of him over the previous years. It's still there. And Schindler is still there in this match, just about. He has survived the match start.
It's Boris to throw first.
It's not even Eric Claris would have done that. But it almost paid off. It was almost genius. Took us a couple of seconds to realise that it was on 32.
45.
I mean, it was even a good marker for the double 16 when he went back there as well.
They would have been playing that as part of highlights packages for decades had he hit that 32.
Proper Jose de Sousa business.
There is literally nobody who has a tour card right now, and you can add another 128 players without one who would do that. But Boris is just wonderful to watch. But is he going to win the game? He's got his second maximum.
The margin for error is practically nothing for Martin Schindler now. And that will not help.
77.
I don't think that dart went in with a lot of pace.
Croatian just outside of finishing range. Come in the corner, it's got a little bit of wire, but you would expect it to stay in. But I don't think he's throwing the darts as he normally would, because that keeps happening. He's nearly done it again there.
You remember a couple of years ago when Dave Chisnell was having a problem with darts going to the floor? It's the same thing. They're starting to go over the top. They're going in too upright with not enough pace.
Well, there is something in the Schindler game that appears to need addressing. Doesn't look like he's going to have tomorrow to address it, because that 5 segment has absolutely destroyed his chances against Boris Krcmar here. Big Boris, what do you want? He went very conventional for a change, and what it does mean, he knocks 51 off to get match darts at tops.
I would like to know what goes through his head sometimes on certain numbers. Now, we know he's going to go for the conventional tops here, but this is a big moment for the Eastern European qualifier to make Sunday before anybody else.
Be the first man through to the final day. And big Boris Krcmar sees off the German.